It's about time Evolve comes back to the channel, and frankly, it needs to come back to the gaming space. What's going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and after last video's scare, where I thought that tutorial was the only option available left in Stage 2, we're now ready for a full round of Evolve as Kraken ready to conquer the skies with lightning from above. I've been playing a ton of Anthem lately, and every time I cast those lightning spells as the Storm Javelin, it made me so nostalgic for the Kraken, and so I had to dive back in. I miss this game, and it sure feels like it's time to bring it back. What do you guys think? Are we ready to see Evolve again? Honestly, what spawned this idea and this thought in my head is this new Titanfall Battle Royale game, Apex Legends. Have you guys seen it? Have you watched the reveal, seen the trailer and the gameplay? It looks pretty cool, and it's interesting to me that they took a AAA franchise, a former $60 box product, and turned it into a free-to-play hero shooter battle royale hybrid. Titanfall, very good game. Titanfall didn't sell as well as they wanted, didn't have the mindshare that they wanted. What sounds similar? Could free-to-play be a great go and a awesome new look for Evolve? Would it work wonderfully for the gameplay and the mechanisms at hand? That is what I want to discuss, and I definitely want to know your take. If you think free-to-play would work for Evolve, if you'd love to see it go that direction, if you think there would be obstacles or hiccups, and what you'd want to see out of a free-to-play experience. So, Evolve is a major part of 2K, at least as far as we know. The last time they spoke about it, they said, hey, this franchise has entered the wheelhouse of rotating 2K franchises that we want to support. The game did sell pretty darn well, and in spite of all the negative feedback, in spite of all the negative vibes, because frankly, let's be honest, outside of our circle, people don't seem to like the game very much. And I still contend that if this game came out in 2019, it would face far less pushback, because the things it did really aren't that egregious. Having a DLC roadmap, charging for monsters, in today's day and age, maybe it would catch some flack, but nowhere near as much. Alas, free-to-play might be the thing they need to build back good faith and reintroduce this awesome gameplay to a whole new and hopefully whole larger and more long-lasting audience. You could see exactly how it would work so well. Heck, back when Evolve 1 was around, when Stage 2 was around, the discussion of maybe taking this free-to-play seemed like a great idea then. You could envision exactly how it would work. You'd start the game and have the base monsters, the ones from Evolve 1, already unlocked. You can play as those, and then they'd continue to add new monsters for a cost, and maybe have them on rotation. You can unlock them with in-game currency, and you can also buy them for whatever, $10 to $15. I absolutely do not want to see them do what Titanfall Apex Legends has done and remove the main gimmick of your game, where they have removed Titans. I still think the game looks cool, but that does not work for Evolve. We are not removing monsters in order to go free to play. So if that's the case, I do not want a hunter-based hero shooter. No. But what I would like to see are some gameplay improvements, some modifications to maybe better fit the free-to-play system, to have a really exciting meta, and to maybe make it better and easier for sporadic hunters to group up and get the job done. But you can see how it would already work out, because if you play in a group, you're the hunters, and if you're a solo type gamer, you got the monster. It's already laid out for you. And I guess maybe you could look to modify the 5-player need. Maybe you make it 4, you go 3-on-1 to try to keep with the times. You shrink the arenas, you modify things in a way. Maybe you even add new ideas and help expand upon what Stage 2, what foundation it laid. Maybe you do add some new modes. I don't know that I'd want any of the other old modes back or the old ideas, but this seems super smart. Free to play, people are bound to try it. No matter what they thought of the first game, no matter if they're upset, angry, if they feel burned, if it's free, you'll give it a download, at least as long as it looks quality, and at least as long as it looks fun. And you really could build back some hype, I think. Now, some of you may be saying, no, we want a full-on Evolve 2, where we get a single player, where we get the true full new evolution of this franchise. But two things: one, that may not be possible, and two, it may go bad. I don't know that I want Evolve to grab a hold of this 3-platform, 3-tiered plan and give us like, hey, we've got single player, we've got multiplayer, and we've got BR, that might be a bad move. But maybe if they just focus and double down on what makes the game so good, they could do wonderful. I still think nothing has quite captured the sensation of playing a monster. Like I said, I've been playing a bunch of Anthem, and being the magic-wielding Javelin Storm is fantastic, and flying above the skies as Iron Man is awesome. I think no matter what happens with that game, I think what they've created from a gameplay mechanic standpoint, this incredible experience of soaring high above and fighting from the skies, landing down, casting magic, utilizing all sorts of weaponry, I think it's remarkable and awesome. I think it is going to go down as one of the coolest creations this generation, even if it's not super successful, and even if it doesn't have the lasting power that they would like. You know, even if it doesn't match Destiny in really any way, I think the flying and the flight and the sense of empowerment is remarkable. And Evolve does it even better. And they could really be a major player at the end of this generation when install bases are huge and when you have so much opportunity to hit so many players. You go free to play, you spread it across Xbox One, PlayStation, and PC. In my dream scenario, Switch, but probably not. and you just you run with it that way, and let this be a living, breathing game that tries to extend beyond a $60 box product. I honestly think it's a good idea, but let me know your take and if you see any hiccups to the way this works. Honestly, the one I see is the same one that I feel really doomed this game beyond public perception and beyond the money and sort of promotion marketing side of things. It's the fact that the game concept requires a lot of strategy, and it's kind of difficult to understand. And that's why I alluded to maybe they simplify in some way, maybe they make it a 4-player experience and somehow that makes it easier. You know, you already have everybody doming in Stage 2, so if they continue down that path, you could put together maybe a more understandable package while still retaining a majority of the feels and the fun. That is why we love the game. Are you guys still playing Evolve? I hope that you are. I hope that you are, in spite of the servers being down. Like, this is my comfort game. This is one of my favorite things in gaming. I still maintain that it's my favorite game of the generation. I still think it's incredible, and I'm ready for it to be back. Is it time? 2K had a slow year last year, given the plethora of titles they put out, the preceding ones, and also because it was a Red Dead year. So when Rockstar takes stage, everyone else sort of sits back to watch and wait. But it feels like they got to put some stuff out, and the general consensus is Borderlands 3, but I don't know, one, how far along that is, since we haven't heard much, and I also don't know if the Randy Pitchford stuff affects that game's trajectory at all. I don't really want to comment on that. I don't really know what's going down there or how accurate any of it is, but it's a little bit worrisome, and I wonder if that's going to have an impact on the studio and on the plans for Borderlands 3. So what else does 2K ready this year? Is it time for my beloved Bioshock 4, or is it maybe time for Evolve to return? And who's handling Evolve? We know that they took it from the very capable hands of Turtle Rock, which still makes me sad, and I'm still very eager to see what their next project is. I think it's supposed to be unveiled soon-ish, sometime in 2019. I don't know. I hope whatever they're doing is awesome, and I hope that it has the budget and the support to make it really great, because they definitely have the design chops. They just need the monetary backing, and they just need the platform to push it and have it succeed. So I'm very eager for that. But is it time for Evolve to come back? I feel like it's got to be. As I mentioned, like, it's been a long time. It has been, what, 4 years since I first played Evolve, and that feels like forever. I feel like I was just a small little baby back when I started, and 100 and some odd Evolve videos later, here we are in 2019. Can they get something going for E3 and prep an Evolve free-to-play in 2020? I'm going to go on record and say that's what I want to see. I think it is the game's best chance for success, and I hope that they would be able to stick to their guns and keep the 4v1 or whatever Hunter vs. Monster style, and they don't have to go total BR. Maybe they can find a way, like I said, to bring in new modes, to have multi-monster battles, things of that sort. But I do not want straight BR. I personally don't really like BR. I think it's kind of boring, and it's repetitive, and it's just not really for me. But I love unique multiplayer experiences. I love meta. I'm a big fan of skins. As you guys know, I covered pretty much every skin that the game had to offer. I love those things, so it would be ideal for me to see Evolve go free to play, and what that would mean for the game, and what kind of creative, clever ideas they could put into place. It would probably mean that they'd have to release monsters and hunters more frequently, although they did do a great job with hunters, and honestly I'd be okay with them keeping all the same hunters and focusing on the monsters. You got a lot of good hunters here, and maybe that's a way that they can, hey, just like focus on creating really clever, really cool monsters, and just utilize most of the hunters. I mean, they could bring some new hunters, and obviously they probably would, to fit whatever modifications they made, but man, it would be cool. And to have events, to have like Lunar New Year skins and weaponry, to go sort of the Overwatch model with Evolve, like I think that is a real good thing and a real good idea. I probably did not have a good idea and probably burned too much of my health there. But I'm getting carried away by thinking about the return of Evolve, and I'm not playing smart. Also, it's been a long time since I played the game, so I'm rusty, and you know, no other game is really quite like this, so there's no real way to practice other than directly playing. I will say that I've had a lot of fun with Anthem, and I don't think it will reach Evolve standards, but I am hoping that it is something that I can enjoy for a long period of time. If you guys want to check out those videos, it might be a fun new thing to get into. It might be a fun new group to build up and cultivate. I'm excited to see where they go. I think they're doing good things, and I think the game is a lot of fun. All right, I got armor regen. I've got my shield, so let's focus on the fight and see what we can do. I think they picked everybody else up, so we did not do a whole lot. We burned a lot of health just to get not a whole lot, and that was a bad lightning strike, so I'm going to get out of here. Man, casting the lightning as Storm, given that it's PvE, you have a lot more control, I feel. Like, that was one of the coolest things about playing Storm, is like you can cast that stuff so far off into the distance. I was really impressed, whereas like Evolve, you know, you're kind of more keeping it at like keeping it in a general range, in a distance circle, whereas like, man, with that Storm class, you can just cast that thing so far in the distance. They got back support, which I do not like. Griffin grabs a shield there. They're not taking too much of my health, so we'll get Griffin down here. And I don't really want to use a whole lightning strike on him, but we're gonna have to. Lazarus is now at a oh, he goes invisible very smartly. Lennox is going to try to grab our guy here. Probably has shields to activate, and I'm really low on health. But should we go all in and see if this is where we can do it? Oh, Lennox gets that nice healing cast. Lazzy is here, my boy, going down, getting burned. I'm not going to have enough health probably, but this is going to be very close. If I can get my stuff back. Okay, who is left? They're just chowing into me, so it's just Cabot. It's just Cabot. Can I kill Cabot with a little health bar left? Do I have the accuracy and the prowess to make this happen? I do not think I do. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Gosh, they got me so freaking close. I need so much work. And maybe I'll get it if Evolve comes back. Either way, I will be playing more of this. I love it too much, and I'm glad you guys continue to enjoy it. Let me know your takes. That sucked. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate losing. Let me know your takes, though, on free-to-play Evolve. What you think would work well, and how you think it would go. If you think it's a terrible, crazy idea, definitely let me know as well. I'm super curious. I'd love to see and read a bunch of you guys' comments. It looks like you don't even get the end screens anymore. You don't even get like a stat recap. They just, everything is offline. Everything is gone, although this is giving us weather control overpowered, so there is some interesting stuff still going down. I don't know. It's very interesting. You got custom game settings still. You can do that. Can you? Weather effects. Weird things are going down. Map and mode. How did I get it to do overpowered? That's so weird. I haven't seen that in ages. Am I just missing something? I don't know. Evolve is real weird now that it's in this weird, strange cocoon state. But I'm going to keep coaxing it back out into existence for some follow-up. Let me know your take in the comments down below. Make sure that like button if you enjoyed the video and want more Evolve. Until that time, everybody, drink so much. Thanks again. I love you a lot, and we'll see you all later.